midweek thought. I was thinking this week about getting ready for the spring coming, and it's not really been much of a good time to prepare because the weather hasn't really made much of a difference of late. Though it's nice that it's lighter in the evenings. But recently I've had to get my sunglasses out, my prescription sunglasses, and they're lovely to wear. I keep them safe in my case because once I managed to damage my sunglasses, which by prescription sunglasses, when sailing, and I'm very keen to keep these safe. And I've now put them into the car, so if I'm going out and you've got a lovely sunset which blinds you, or a sunrise, then I'm able to get them ready in case I need. And they are lovely glasses. They cost a fortune, but they are lovely. And they are very, very useful, not just for driving, but for other things outside, as hopefully we'll have another tropical summer. I'll have to take them off now as I speak to you. But as we think about rose-tinted spectacles, it often is a very negative view that we have when we think about that. But if we think of it from a Christian point of view, rose-tinted spectacles may be as how God sees us. Sometimes we use the phrase to refer to people who are living in the past or looking back on a time of glory. But here, if we think about it from a Christian point of view, it's very different. Rose-tinted glasses is how God sees us. He sees us through the eyes of Christ, the sacrifice of Jesus, the rose-tinted or tinted blood of Christ means that God sees us at our very best. Because of the cross, because of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection, because of that blood shed for us, Jesus sees us through the rose-tinted spectacles of that blood. But because of that, because of the reconciling nature of that blood, because of that sacrifice, we know that we were alienated by God beforehand, that because of Jesus, we are now reconciled to God. And it means that we see God clearly because of the cross, God sees us clearly, and our sins are forgiven because of looking through at God through the eyes of the blood of Christ on the cross. Also, if we put on those rose or blood tinted lenses, we also see how we respond to God. As God has put on those lenses of seeing us as sinners and accepting us through the cross, we are told to replicate that. In Romans chapter 15, we're told, accept one another just as Christ has accepted you in order to bring praise to God. And that's very uncomfortable, isn't it? God has accepted us by his sacrifice on the cross through that rose-tinted view. But it is comfortable for us to see others through that rose or blood tinted view as well. God chooses us to see us at our best no matter what we have done, but we are called to forgive others and to see others at their best. I was saying to somebody last night, it's so easy to pick up on mistakes, on things which have gone wrong, maybe a very, very few number of things, but it's even more difficult to focus on all the things that have gone well. We focus on these few wee issues that are always the wrong ones. So as we think about hopefully summer, maybe even some summer holidays, if we're lucky this year, we think about the rose-tinted spectacles. Yes, we should not look too much and dwell and live in the past, and it's very tempting, especially in church life. But we should look at rose-tinted spectacles in terms of the cross of Jesus' blood. And that also helps us to see how we can be forgiven and also how we are called to forgive and accept others, just as Christ accepted and forgives us. And our text for today is Romans chapter 15, verse 7. Accept one another then, just as Christ accepted you, in order to bring praise to God. Romans chapter 15, verse 7. Thank you for listening today.